Now, Dennis O'Neil and Terry Kaiser, part of the film Bailout. Now, this is a film that I'm kind of excited about because I like the concept of this thing. It's like a mob story, but you got a nice little Texas flair to it. This seems like it'd be an incredibly fun thing to be a part of.
Oh, it's fun just working on it. We have about over 56 people now working on the project with actors and crew people and things like that. So it's two New York City detectives who have a run-in with the mob back in New York, and one of the mob members is a New York City councilman. So we have to hightail it out of New York just for a while till things calm down, but we end up staying here, and then the mob follows us here. So it's everything that New Yorkers go through being in Texas that we don't understand. I mean, really, what is a grit? We don't know. We don't know. We've had a lot of them, but we don't know what they are.
How about you all? What is that?
Yeah, I say y'all.
Y'all. Yeah. There you go.
Well, see, what we did was we kind of incorporated New York and Texas, so we say use all.
Use all.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And you guys shot in Fort Worth as well, right? Or was it Fort Worth?
Just almost exclusively in Fort Worth. Yeah.
And talk about kind of like the perks of shooting in Texas as opposed to shooting in other places like LA, and I mean, obviously we still have a few things to work out with our tax incentives.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that better so that people will shoot more films here. But what are some of the advantages of shooting in Texas?
Well, one thing is, I mean, the people are so embracing to us. In New York, LA, they just look and say, oh, it's another film. But here, they want to get to know what it's about. They're very curious and extremely friendly. And people have been giving us locations free of charge, just asking us, you want to come and shoot in my restaurant? You want to shoot here or you shoot there? So it's great.
Try that in Los Angeles.
You walk into a restaurant, can we shoot here? They're going to be like, call security.
Yeah, you call security and $5,000 later, right?
They give you $5,000 just for asking if you can shoot in there.
That's right.
I went to one place and they said, would you like to shoot in my restaurant? I said, well, how much? And they said, oh, we have to pay you? So it was kind of great.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Where are you guys going after this? Are you going to other film festivals, or what do you got going next?
Well, we're still working on Bailout, so we'll be coming to this one. What's the other one in Fort Worth? The Lone Star.
Lone Star Society.
Yeah. So we were invited to that one when it comes up. LA. I don't know about LA, but there is a Brooklyn Film Festival. We are definitely going to the Brooklyn.
You gotta do that. Come on.
Forget about it. What are you kidding me? Yeah.
Use all. Yeah. I hope to see you all a little bit later at the film festival. Enjoy your time tonight here at the historic Majestic Theater. Very, very nice talking to you. Thank you for joining me. So what have you guys been up to? I mean, since the last time we talked, which was just a year ago or so.
A lot. Well, first off, I have Hellion here this year.
That's right.
So, which is written and directed by Kat Candler and produced by Kelly Williams.
And a lot of people here from Hellion.
Yeah, they'll all be in later today. And then, Rachel and I have done traveling last year.
Yes, we have. And we're prepping. We're in pre-production for our next.
You maintained the friendship after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we've got another movie.
It survived. And we're doing another movie now, which is good, called Let's Kill Peter.
Yes.
And we're in pre-production for that. A comedy. So that'll be different.
Yes.
Now we're here. It's the opening night. We're at the historic Majestic Theater, and I mean this. I know you guys are no stranger to this, but I mean it's so much fun being out here. And I mean, talk about what is it about this film festival that maybe people don't realize that what this means to Texas filmmakers and being able to bring your projects to something like this.
Well, actually, it's a wonderful festival. There's so many people. There's so many great films that come. It's so much exposure. It's amazing because, DIF has only been around for a few years, but it's such a big festival. Yeah. And I've been to a ton of festivals, and there's really, there's not this kind of carpet. It's not this kind of production at other festivals. So Dallas really knows how to bring the class to it.
I don't think it's just Texas filmmakers. I mean, it's a huge deal to get your film here, regardless. I mean, this is now a worldwide festival. It's worldwide known. People know that it's the bang for your buck.
And it made it actually the top list, right?
Yeah, it did.
That's bang for your buck festival.
And what was the best experience about with traveling when we were here before. Talk about like what was the best thing to come out of all that for you?
The best thing for premiering traveling at DIFF is that now I have the exposure in and around the area that I can get to work with amazing talent like Farrah and continue to work with people like Farrah and get great actors from the area, get money from the area. You know, that's great because you get this exposure that starts here and then just grows and grows and grows.
Well, and it's nice it doesn't cost a fortune to shoot here too. That's a
Well, you know what?
That is nice.
Anything that we can do to promote shooting in Texas and even Dallas specifically,
Absolutely.
we will do.
We will do.
It's home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very lovely Ali Faulkner. We could do this like any time. I could just call you up and we could like schedule an interview. But yeah, we're here at the opening night, Dallas International Film Festival, the historic Majestic Theater. You're kind of coming off of a high. You've come off all this Twilight craziness and everything. Is it nice to kind of get a little bit of a breather and just relax for a minute?
Oh, it is, but I'm staying busy. So, but yeah, it's been nice. So.
Well, and also we recently got to see Bad Kids. Now, I missed you at the screening. Were you at the screening, or did I?
I was not.
Okay.
I was in a premiere of a Neil LaBute play that night. So it was a great experience, but I missed the screening. How was it?
It was great. I loved it. I think you're going to be really excited.
Hey, I know. I'm excited to see it.
You were like, honestly, I know all the rest of the actors are going to hate me for saying this, but you're like the best thing in the movie. You're really...
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Now, I wanted to ask you because I saw something on your Facebook page. Were you in a ZZ Top video?
Yes, it's a commercial with ZZ Top, and
Okay.
I'm the ZZ Top girl.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it was great. They're so nice. You can tell that they're very used to women being around them. It's nothing new to them, but they were so nice. So yeah.
Now, is this a Bobby original here?
This is a Bobby original.
So this is a Bobby Shander original handbag. Yes. Now, there was something else I saw. You just recently announced that something that he was doing. What did I see? There was something on Facebook about.
I'm not sure. I am about to start a web series that has a few soap stars in it. It's going to be it's a drama thriller. And then I also have another feature that I'll be announcing in a couple of weeks whenever everything's final. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know more people want to talk to you, and I always love seeing you, and I'm sure I'll see you again.
All right.
So, take care. We're here with the team from Zombie Alley. Now, I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves one by one just so we get all the names correct. So we'll start off with Nico. You want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Sure. My name's Nico Redstar. I'm the writer, producer, potential director of Zombie Alley. Okay. Absolutely.
My name's Stephanie Pepping. I'm a graphic designer. I'm working with Nico on some film titling and also in a band with him, jazz swing band.
My name is Mitch McLeod. I'm a writer-director working on my own feature right now and assisting this man with Zombie Alley and a feature television series that we're working on right now.
I'm Earl Browning, and I am a producer on Zombie Alley and also play the Night Mower.
Very nice. There's going to be a quiz later, so make sure you have all those names. Now, we're here at the opening night of the Dallas International Film Festival, the historic Majestic Theater. Talk about the vibe that you guys are feeling right now, bringing this project to DIFF. What the journey's been like for you?
Oh my goodness, the journey it's been a harrowing experience, and we've actually, I wouldn't say we've arrived yet, but we've come and we've had some amazing opportunities just recently. I don't want to spill the beans, but we have some option offers. Yeah.
Come on, give us an exclusive. Come on, why not?
Well, we've got some option offers. We just got several offers for foreign distribution also. I just got off the phone with Willie Nelson's manager the other day, and we're actually not just trying to get Willie, not on Willie. Willie's, we met Willie the other day at a concert. It went pretty well. We're actually going to get his family in, and we have a great scene in there where they actually dispatch of a monster, and I don't want to give the story away, but it's awesome.
Yeah, he loved the script, but he wants to kind of change it up a little bit with his family on the porch, where we had him on a scene with some other musicians. So we're like, your family? Okay, we'll take your family. So
hey, come on, how cool is that?
We're working on it, so we don't want to be presumptuous yet.
Yeah.
He did say we could mention the Willie Nelson family. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we get in trouble or anything, we'll talk, and you told me to cut it, and I'll cut it. It'll be fine. I want to point out you got a flash symbol on your hat here. I really enjoy that. That's great. Yeah.
Making it happen with the quickness. Yeah.
Are you guys going to be going to some other film festivals after this, or what do you got planned? What's on the horizon for you?
We're just promoting right now as much as we possibly can, picking up steam and stuff, and we have several films on our plate after this also. So we're just kind of meeting people, meeting, greeting, getting to know people. people and moving and shaking the way that we do. Yeah.
I was just at your website the other night. Do you want to throw out a plug for your website as well, since we're talking about all the stuff you got coming up?
Which one? ZombieAlleyTheMovie.com or?
That was the one I was looking at. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we have ZombieAlleyTheMovie.com. Check it out. But it's
the kind of plug I was talking about.
You can click in there and see a teaser for the film, so it's got some of our characters and a little motif, and you get an idea of the film.
Yeah, that website's still a work in progress, but yeah, you'll see some of the zombies, monsters, and my own little surprise little creature that I won't give that away yet.
What do you prefer more, zombies or vampires?
It's hard. I love the supernatural genre. I love the horror genre. I'm not only make films, right? I'm a big fan. Even just last night we were watching Zombie, the movie Zombie last night for research. So that's a hard thing because that's what we write. That's what we do, and we like to rock it. This guy's a great writer, also, by the way.
Thank you.
He's working on a TV series with me right now. We're putting together a Bible because we have an opportunity to pitch to networks, several large networks. So and that includes monsters and zombies and vampires. It's kind of, I'd say it's like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Spartacus.
Oh, wow, now I love that. That sounds great.
It's stylized, but it has several very unique creatures and wars. It meets X-Men because we're building up this organization of these monster slayers. But I guess you'll just have to stay tuned.
We'll be watching for it, guys. Have fun tonight, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more of you at the festival. Very nice talking to you. Thank you very much for coming. Very nice meeting you. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, the fantastic, the great Joey Greco with us tonight. Now, I want to tell you something. You guys recently did an episode that takes place at my favorite comic book store, Zeus Comics, and I just wanted to kind of say thanks for that.
You know, my pleasure, I guess. We just go where the story takes us.
Yeah.
But I do remember that because on my way out, they had Angry Birds that, you know, you hit them and they make the noise of and being an Angry Bird fan, mostly because even though it only cost maybe $1 or 99 cents, it actually has cost me $270 because I was playing it and I had a flight reservation that I didn't make in time because I got sucked into Angry Birds, and when I tried to buy the ticket, the fare had expired, so now it cost me an extra $269.
Those Angry Birds.
Damn. I was making the pig noise, but no one was around to hear.
Now, we're here at the opening night at the Dallas International Film Festival, historic Majestic Theater. Talk about this particular film festival and kind of what it means towards Texas filmmakers and being able to bring all these projects here and showcase it for everybody.
Well, I think what makes it the most special is that it gives not just local talent, but a majority, largely, a place where they can showcase what can be done, you know, in these areas. Now, you know there are always going to be submissions from outside of the region. However, there's a lot that's made up locally that it gives us a chance to say we can have a presence in the industry as well. It doesn't always have to be from the West Coast. It doesn't always have to be in, you know, Canada
Atlanta,
or
New Orleans. Yeah.
You know, that we're significant and we're here. We've been here and we will continue to be.
Yeah. And what do you got coming up on a personal level? What are you working on right now?
You know, a lot of projects. Yeah. Nothing to really speak out.
No spoilers.
Speak about. No spoilers. I mean, we're fleshing it out.
Yeah.
You know, there are some exciting things. There's some things that may take a little bit longer to develop, but there's a plan and there's a system, and we're plugging down that road. But in the meantime, you know, we still have a job to do.
Now, are we ever going to see an episode of Cheaters that takes place at the Dallas International Film Festival on the red carpet, perhaps?
Again, like I say,
you never know.
You never know where we'll turn up. Just like, you know, you didn't know it was going to be here. Yeah, it happens just that easily.
Joey Greco, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for talking to us. It's a pleasure to see you. I hope to see you more of you.
Speaking to the banana.
Ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of the banana, listen, it's not that kind of night, all right?
Speaking to the razor.
The one and only Gary Kogo, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Gary, where obviously you're no stranger to all this madness, being out here tonight at the opening night of the Dallas International Film Festival, the number one question on my mind for you is, what are the films that you are most looking forward to seeing here?
I want to see the Parking Lot movie, American Parking Lot. I want to see Lawrence Kasdan's new film, because it's been a while since Lawrence Kasdan's made a good film.
Right.
And he used to make great movies. And he's one of the nicest human beings on on the planet. But to be honest, it's never really, at most festivals, especially this one, the big high-profile films, it's that little nugget. It's that little tiny film that you hear about, or you walk in and you're blown away and the director's there and you want to stand in the lobby and have a vodka and soda for 3 hours afterwards and just hang out and talk. And you find those gems at festivals like the one in Dallas, and it's never the ones you think is the one you want to see.
Hidden gems.
Yeah, it's those hidden little gems. At some point, Bully started at a festival.
Exactly.
And at some point, a river runs through it. Probably ran at some little festival for fly fishermen. Right. And at some point, Spike Lee makes a movie with credit cards, and Robert Townsend makes one with credit cards, and they end up somewhere, and somebody finds them.
Yeah.
And I love being here to maybe find that. Don't you have that exhilaration when you go into a movie you've never seen before?
Oh no, it's great. I mean, because that's the thing. It's like anytime you see a movie that's very commercialized, it's like everybody's going to see it eventually. It's being able to see that film that you think maybe all these people don't know about this, and that's the exciting.
That's what the festival is about. Now, I can't wait to see Prometheus.
I'm the same way.
I can't wait to see the new Dark Knight film.
I know.
Because those are big films that my butt is in the chair so fast. and I probably won't sleep the night before because I'm a geek about this stuff.
I saw that Prometheus trailer and I thought, can we just stop making sci-fi films after this comes out? Can we just leave it at that?
Well, you hope it's great. You hope it's great. The trailer stuff looks good. We have 2 films we're working on. We're working on a film with Fred Skepsey, directed Roxanne with Steve Martin, Cry in the Dark with Meryl Streep, and we're working on a film with Peter Bogdanovich. So we've got about $22 million in films we're going to shoot within the next 12 months, and we'll be out next year. And so our plate's full. Working on the Star Club documentary with Michael Caine a little bit.
Yeah, how's that coming along?
I love this project so much, and it's not just because of Dallas, because I think it has international implications about music and culture and arrogance in Texas in the mid-'80s. SMU was a part of that. Fashion. But it's really about that crazy place that had those dangerous bathrooms that were, the first unisex bathrooms in America. And when I first went to the Star Club in the 80s, I was so nervous because I didn't know what would go on in there. And then you realize people are just going in and doing what they do. It wasn't that crazy, and it wasn't a big drugged out place. It had its moments, but it was this kind of odd, peculiar, cool hangout where anything happened and anything goes, and people mix cross-culturally and kind of celebrated just being out. I love the implications of the film.
One of the things we've been talking about with other people on the carpet tonight is what do you think we can do in terms of being in Texas, and what can we do about our tax incentives to make Texas a more welcoming place for people to make movies so that they stop going to New Orleans and Atlanta and some of these other places?
Right now we're looking at that. It makes you want to go to New Mexico, it makes you want to go to Rhode Island, even New York, even California, and especially Louisiana.
And we have much better food here.
Well, we have better food and we have better weather. And you know what you need to do? Not only do you have to pass incentives in the legislature, you have to fund them. They pass them, but they don't have the money to fund them.
Right.
And they have to pass them larger. They have to be in the 20 percentile, not in the 12 percentile. If you're going to compete, and doesn't it make logical sense if you're in Texas, and I'm looking at the camera and you legislature, that if somebody's going to come and spend $100 million here, it's good for the economy.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit back and they'll be here. And they'll come in droves.
Wise man, Gary Kogo, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Hey, good seeing you, man.
I'm Dale Hansen, right off the car, not the kid.
We're here at the opening night of the Dallas International Film Festival, Historic Majestic Theater. How are you guys feeling tonight? What is this whole experience? I mean, it's kind of overwhelming in some ways, but it's such a great thing for Texas, I think.
Well, downtown is undergoing a major renaissance, and I think it's appropriate to use the Majestic here for the opening of this important film festival. Film is an important part of our business in Dallas, and that's why I'm here to support it, and I love the movies.
Yeah. One of the questions that's been brought up by a lot of filmmakers on the carpet tonight is what can Texas do in terms of tax incentives to kind of make Texas filmmaking a little more alluring than, say, going to places like New Orleans or Atlanta? What do you think is the key there on that?
We've got to get more aggressive. There's no question about that. We've got to be competitive. But there's a lot that Texas has to offer, and Dallas in particular, that other states don't. New Mexico, Louisiana, and the like. But we do have to be competitive. But we don't want to just be about price. We want to have added value, and I think that's what we're shooting for in this city.
The food alone, I mean, my God.
The food and the women are great.
Have fun tonight. It's good seeing you. Yeah, we'll talk to you later.